Welcome to the webinar. My name's Ed Noyce. I'll be presenting today. I want to thank you for attending. I look forward to helping you make the best of this holiday season. I'm coming to you from the coast of Maine, and you'll see here are my two sons, James and Benjamin. James has the glasses, and Benjamin has the fish. And that's our dog Chimo, who you might hear him roaming around during the broadcast. Now, for many people this time of year, stress and anxiety are up and enjoyment is down. So I want you to think for a moment, if you're experiencing holiday stress and anxiety, what do you feel is causing it? What is the source? Just think about that for a minute. There are probably two things behind your feelings. Pressures you impose on yourself and expectations imposed on you from others. So today we want to accomplish a few things. We want to help you reduce stress. We want to help you improve your emotional composure. And we want you to gain mental clarity and enhance creativity. Now, when we talk about creativity, we mean your ability to create solutions to your everyday problems. So here is my promise to you. By the end of this live event, you will have new skills that you can use right away. You'll be on the path to overcoming the anxieties and obstacles you're feeling. And that will help you make, it says 2017, but 2016, your best holiday season ever. And hopefully 2017 as well. And this is a very bold promise. But I make it to you, and it's not like a Santa Claus promise. In other words, it's not a magical thing that will just happen to you. If you follow the steps, it will be a reality, but you need to be involved. And I make this promise because I know it works. So right now, please turn off your phone, stop chatting, get off Skype, Facebook, Twitter, eliminate all the distractions. Take your phone off the hook, close the door, and tell everyone in your household not to disturb you for the next hour. What you are about to learn is just that important. It's too important. I want to tell you a little bit about me, my story. For some time now, I've been practicing, studying, experimenting, teaching, blogging, and consulting. I learned mindfulness meditation about 30 years ago. And it was at a time of stress in my life. My father had just died suddenly, and I was an emotional wreck and confused about everything. Then a friend suggested I learn meditation. So I put together a few $100s and spent the time and money to learn transcendental meditation. I went to all the classes, followed the rituals, and diligently practiced. And it worked. I continued practicing twice a day, half an hour of my time in the morning, before breakfast, in the evening, before supper. I followed that routine strictly. And I was happy. it was working. Then suddenly life hit, and work started demanding more of my time, travel, meetings, etc. It was harder and harder to stick to the rigid practice. It was just taking up too much of my busy life. And, I couldn't work it in. It wasn't flexible enough for me. And I wound up skipping sessions, and I got frustrated, and I quit. And I noticed that my friends who were also had learned meditation were quitting too. And it was the same story with them. But I wanted to continue. I needed something, but it had to fit in my life and not require me to fit my life around it. So that's when I began studying, researching, and experimenting. And I decided that the best way to approach this was to strip everything down and eliminate all the rituals, all the props, the incense, the gongs, costumes, and the rigid structure that I had been taught. Instead, I just focused on the essence of deep mindfulness meditation. And I experimented with taking the practice wherever and whenever I wanted. And then more and more, I experimented with extending the experience of meditation, mindfulness meditation. And I came up with the Emergent Principle, which we'll discuss a little later. And I actually learned how to stop thinking, which is the ultimate mind rest there is. Then I discovered big things were happening in neuroscience. There were new advances in brain imaging, which opened up new debates. Now, many scientists believed at the time that the mind isn't really real. It's a figment of the brain. But the problem was, with better and better brain imaging, they could never find the neurons and synapses that explained the functioning of the mind. Then along came quantum field theory. And now we have a logical explanation for how the mind can possibly exist outside of the brain. And this meant new frontiers in neuroplasticity. If you watch the video I sent out about Braille and sign language, you know what I'm talking about. If not, you should check out my blog, and the video is posted there. So scientists are now using mindfulness and directed mental force to actually rewire adult brains. So my mission is to perfect and teach a method of deep mindfulness meditation that can be practiced wherever and whenever equanimity is needed, and with directed mental force can be applied to rewiring your brain to improve your life. So I put equanimity in italics. I'm going to explain what that means. Equanimity is mental calmness, composure, and evenness of temper, especially in difficult situations. So that's exactly the purpose or the goal of mindfulness and deep mindfulness meditation. Equanimity. Because through equanimity flow the results that you're looking for: mental clarity, enhanced creativity, reduced stress, and emotional composure. And what you learn today will lead to equanimity. Then equanimity will lead to the big results: reduced stress, mental clarity, emotional composure, and enhance creativity. And those big results lead to the stress-free holiday season that we're trying to achieve. So I created this formula with two goals in mind. First, to help you with immediate stressful situations as they pop up. And number two, to take you to this higher state of equanimity. And as we go along here now, we'll start with some quick, short, easy steps, and then progress to other steps that will take more time to learn, practice, and master. But if you commit, you can expect amazing results. Okay, first off, probably you know that hospitals use dogs to help patients deal with stress. It's well documented to lower blood pressure and reduce stress. If you have a dog or some other pet, holding it or hugging it works as a quick, on-the-spot way to reduce stress. So that's easy. But you're not here just to learn that petting dogs will help you reduce stress. Now, you've probably already heard someone say, perhaps to you, calm down, take a deep breath. Well, usually that doesn't work because when you're stressed, you're too uptight and all the muscles in your body are tensed. And you're only filling the top of your lungs because you're so tensed. And that's really not deep breathing. It's probably just a too short a breath to have any effect on relaxation. And you notice this because your shoulders go up and down. It really does nothing. So here's the secret of deep breathing. Start by closing your eyes. Then when you inhale, push your belly out. Don't lift your shoulders. Push your belly out. Inhale through your nose. And then slowly exhale through your mouth. Exhale so slowly that it's about at least twice as long. It takes at least twice as long as the inhale. Then, as you exhale, make every muscle in your body go limp. So how do you practice this deep breathing while you're in the middle of holiday activities? When you're in a tough situation, do a single deep breath as I described, and keep your eyes closed. And do this if you can. Now, when you have a few quiet minutes alone, do 5 deep breaths slowly. Make each successive breath more shallow and slower than the previous one. Make the first one a big, deep breath. And as you take each successive breath that's shallower and slower until you get to calm, normal breathing in a very relaxed state. Okay, now on to mindfulness. Mindfulness is simply being in the moment. Let's start by thinking about your thought stream. It's typical that your thought stream would be consumed with the anxieties from the past and worries about the future. And we spend very little time in our thought stream in the pure present. Everywhere around us, there are sights, sounds, and sensations. You're confronted by people, objects, events, and intrusions. and we tend to label and analyze them. And as they confront us, we often fight and resist them. And this is the source of your troubling thought stream. So, what do we do about it? We begin by accepting everything as it is. Make no labels or judgments and do no analysis of what's around you. Focus only on what's happening now. Close your eyes. And then fill your mind with your senses, the sounds around you, what you're feeling next to your body, what you're feeling inside your body, what you are hearing, what you are smelling, what you are tasting if you have something in your mouth. Just be aware of it all. And the emphasis is on awareness. Then let it go. Continue this way, moment to moment, with only what's happening in the present moment, what you are experiencing now. Don't hang on to anything from a previous moment. And don't anticipate what will be happening in the next moment. Now, this is important. Be especially aware, and I emphasize aware, of the relaxed feeling in your body and mind while you're in the mindfulness state. Then, when you're ready, after a minute or two, ease out of mindfulness and resume your normal thought stream. Now, the next time, as you begin, replicate that exact relaxed feeling that you made yourself aware of from the previous session. So, how to practice mindfulness during the holiday season. And you just heard our dog Chimo contribute to this webinar. So thank you, Chimo. All right. When you're in a tough situation, briefly ease into mindfulness if you can. Now, when others are around and are in conversation, this may be difficult or actually impossible. I've found it impossible to actually get into the moment when people are talking to you and filling your head with conversation. But when you have a quiet time alone, practice mindfulness for a few minutes at a time, as often as you can. And remember, the more you practice mindfulness this way, the better you will be at it. The easier it will be to slip into a state of mindfulness, and the higher state of equanimity you will experience. So this is the picture we have. What I've shown you so far for the stress-free holiday formula, so far, hopefully you can see how it contributes to your state of equanimity and how equanimity produces the results of reduced stress, emotional composure, mental clarity, and enhanced creativity. And those things, if you experience them and have those results, will help elevate your life and help you enjoy the holiday season. But we're not done yet. Now I want to talk to you about deep mindfulness meditation. You can use the deep breathing and mindfulness that you've learned so far to now try deep mindfulness meditation. Now, the complete method for deep mindfulness meditation is more involved. It's not something I can teach in the form of this webinar. But that shouldn't stop you from trying. I will give you the basic steps. First, get in a comfortable, quiet place. Make sure there are no distractions or interruptions for at least 20 minutes. Close your eyes. Take the 5 deep breaths that you just learned about, that I just showed you. Then ease into mindfulness for about 2 minutes. Then gently repeat 1, 1, 1, silently in your mind. Just continue doing that. And as other thoughts enter into your mind, use the mindfulness skill that you now have to gently resume repeating 1, 1, 1. And those thoughts will slip into your mind. It's almost unavoidable. The key is to just gently resume saying 1, 1, 1, which is your mantra. After about 15 or 20 minutes, just stop repeating 1, 1, 1. Keep your eyes closed and resume your thought stream. Remain seated or wherever you're at in your comfortable position. And then, after a couple of minutes, slowly open your eyes, stretch, and then you can resume your day. Okay, I've got more for you. Once you've mastered all that, you're ready to take some serious next steps. Learn the power of emergence. Develop a wherever and whenever practice. Develop the stop thinking skill. And learn how to rewire your brain to improve your life. So let's take each of these one at a time. We'll start with the power of emergence. When you emerge from deep mindfulness meditation, it is a peak moment that you can use to create solutions to issues in your life, from simple day-to-day problems to major corrections. And the way it works is that period of emergence is an optimum time for inspiration. And inspiration leads to solutions. And solutions lead to your enjoyment of life. Wherever and whenever practice. In your busy life, you need to practice deep mindfulness meditation wherever and whenever you need to boost your state of equanimity. Whenever life demands it. Wherever and whenever will take you out of the twice daily 30-minute sessions that consume so much of your time. So this kind of flexibility of wherever and whenever leads to gaining immediate equanimity when you really need it, which in turn, as we've seen with the others, gives you greater enjoyment in life. Okay, stop thinking. Your mind is always working. Obviously, when you're waking, your thought stream is running through your head continuously. And when you're sleeping, your subconscious takes over and you're dreaming, whether you remember it or not. So your mind is active then. And even when you're meditating in the way that I described, you're repeating your mantra. In this case, it was 1, 1, 1. So your mind is always active. Completely stopping your thought stream is the ultimate mind rest. So, the ultimate mind rest delivers powerful equanimity, which, as we've seen, leads to greater enjoyment in your life. Rewiring your brain. We know that you can use deep mindfulness meditation and directed mental force to actually alter pathways in your brain and make profound changes in your life. So when you rewire these pathways, your life changes in a positive direction, and once again, greater enjoyment in your life. Okay, so now I ask, why are you here today? Based on what we've told you so far and the premise of this webinar, you want to overcome the obstacles that are limiting your enjoyment of the holidays. Those same obstacles, the pressures and expectations, don't entirely disappear after the holidays. You really want to improve your life and enjoy life a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, and so on. So now, it's decision time. You can leave as you are and continue as you are, and hopefully you've gained some things from the webinar so far. Or you can let me help you continue on this path that I described. Let me show you how. The Complete Emergent Meditation starts with 8 detailed step-by-step lessons. The first one is all about where and when to practice. And this is so important for obvious reasons. It's a foundation to everything else you'll do. But if you have consistency from the beginning and have a good practice of where and when, you'll find out that when you sit down and start mindfulness meditation, you'll be halfway there if you follow the rules I discussed in step 1. And that's will lead, obviously, to better results. How to properly breathe. And you've already seen how important that is. Now, in the program, we go into a lot greater detail on breathing because it sets the stage for everything that follows, mindfulness and meditation. The next one is experience mind power. And this is an exercise that will take your mind on an amazing journey and show you just how powerful your mind is. And you need to have an appreciation of your powerful mind in order to get the most out of everything that follows. Next is experience mindfulness. And here, you've already seen how important this is. And once again, we go into greater detail. There's a lot more to mindfulness than what we've just shown you so far. Number 5 is now you begin practicing. Here, I guide you through step by step in great detail through a deep mindfulness meditation session. You will then practice that for about a week. Then you will receive your personal, private mantra. Now, having a personal private mantra is very special. And one of the things, when I learned transcendental meditation, I got my personal private mantra that I've been using ever since. It's something that you keep secret. You never say it out loud. You only use it when you meditate. And what it is, it's a great, powerful tool that helps you have a very deep and profound experience in your practice. Next is the power of emergence. We've talked about that a little already, but I go into great detail on how to apply that. There are some very specific rules to experience that power of emergence, the inspiration and solutions that you can achieve when you tap in to the emergent portion of your deep mindfulness meditation session. And then finally, the wherever and whenever practice. And in this, I will teach you the exact steps you can take to gradually remove the constraints of the traditional meditation practice and be able to apply what you've learned in all kinds of situations and for all kinds of available time periods. And this is where the whole practice and everything that leads up to this creates something that will really fit into your life. So, you get those 8 detailed step-by-step lessons. You get your personal secret mantra. You get unlimited Ask Anything support. I'll be by your side throughout this whole process, and you'll be able to ask questions. If you need a little coaching or helping anywhere along the way, I will personally be there to support you. You have lifetime 24/7 access to all the lessons. And you get all future additions and updates. And this is an ever-growing program. So a year from now, if we have more lessons in the program, you'll automatically get those. You'll never be charged an extra dollar for anything beyond your enrollment into the Complete Emergent Meditation Program. And speaking of additions, we have these 2 bonus lessons I've already talked about. One is the stop thinking lesson. And this is something with practice you can do, and I'll show you step by step how to get there. And then the other bonus is how to rewire your brain. And I'll show you the exact steps you need there to use directed mental force in addition to your mindfulness practice to change the pathways in your brain. I also want to tell you that all of this is guaranteed. I don't want you, this is all risk-free. In other words, what you can do when you enroll, you will have access to the first 5 lessons. They'll take you probably a couple weeks to get through. And you'll have up to 30 days to get through those. And at that point, if you decide it's not something you want, doesn't fit you, whatever, you just request a refund and we'll promptly send it to you. No questions asked, no pressure, nothing. Also, we have a few of these great MP3 players, 8 gigabyte MP3 players, and Panasonic eardrop earphones. And we're going to give those away for as long as they last. We just have a few left. So if you enroll today, you'll probably get one. And we'll send that out to you right away. We won't wait for the 30-day period to lapse. So if you know, these are ideal for downloading the lessons and listening to them while you practice. and after 30 days, you decide you don't want to continue with the program, you can keep the MP3 player and earbuds is our gift for giving us a try. Now, the cost of this is only $199, far less than what it costs to learn TM. You have lifetime access, all future editions and updates, and probably the most important thing is you get unlimited Ask Anything support. All you have to do is go to emergentmeditation.com right now and click on Enroll Now. And here's what that looks like. On our homepage, you'll see the link right at the top of the page. And that will take you to this page where you can add it to your cart. You see the button there, Add to Cart. And you'll notice at the bottom, we have the bonus gift posted there, the MP3 player with the earbuds. And as long as you see that there, you'll get it. So like I said, we only have a few left from the last, left over from the last webinar. And when they're gone, they're gone. You can still enroll in the program, but we won't have the MP3 players available for you. So the sooner you join and enroll, the better chance you have of getting one of the free, one of the few remaining MP3 players. I also should mention that James is here, and as soon as we run out of the MP3 players, we'll remove it from this page. So when you get to this page, if it's still there, you know you'll be getting the MP3 player with earbuds. And we'll ship those out to you within a day or two. As you go through the checkout process, it'll say PayPal. It'll take you to your PayPal account. So you can pay directly with your PayPal. You can use a credit card. And if $199 is too much for you right now, they have payment plans and delayed payments, things that you can take advantage of there. So take a look at that. And I see Bonnie has enrolled. I want to thank you, Bonnie, and welcome to the program. I look forward to working with you. And Cindy has enrolled too. Welcome. Welcome. Mary asks, please explain the guarantee again. Okay. It's very simple. Once you enroll, you'll have access to the first 5 lessons, so the detailed step-by-step lessons. Those should take you about 2 weeks to complete. But you have up until a month. You know, this is self-paced. You'll have access to all 5 lessons to download. You can have unlimited Ask Anything support. And at the end of 30 days, you can make the decision is to continue or request a refund. And if you request the refund and you've received the MP3 player, you can keep that as our gift. And I see Phil has joined, so I want to welcome Phil. And I get, let's see, blah, blah, blah. We got a few more questions here. June asks, can you explain equanimity again? And let me go back and grab that official definition. So equanimity is mental calmness, and we're all talking about the mind. And composure, we talk about emotional composure and evenness of temper, especially in difficult situations. So that's the dictionary definition of equanimity. And equanimity, we know, leads to mental clarity, enhanced creativity, reduced stress, emotional composure. Those are the big 4. And those are the basis of what you're probably looking for this holiday season, looking for in your life. Just think, if you have equanimity, a high level of equanimity in your life, You're enjoying life at a very high level. So that's the goal of everything, really, is equanimity. And then that becomes a foundation where you can then do these other things that we talked about. Um, the power of emergence, wherever, whenever, practice, stop thinking, and rewiring your brain, learning how to do those things. So it's only $199, and it's lifetime membership enrollment. You get all the support directly from me, and all future editions and updates, the bonus lessons, the MP3 player, and the eardrops or eardrop earbuds from Panasonic. If you enroll now, I don't know if we still have any left, but if you go to that page, you can find out. It'll show you right at the bottom there. If it's still there, the bonus gift, MP3 player with earbuds, then when you check out, I guarantee you'll get that bonus. Okay, John. What is John asking here? Oh, after today's webinar, can I still get the Complete Emergent Meditation Program? Yes, at this price, $199. You just have to go to the Emergent Meditation homepage, as I explained, and go through the checkout process. And if there's still the bonus gifts there, you can get those too. So your enrollment, when you complete the enrollment process, within 24 hours, we'll send you a link where you can log in to the page with all the lessons there that you can download and put on your devices and listen to at your pace, at your convenience, and get all those benefits. So Phil has joined. I want to welcome him. And there are a few more coming in. But at this point, seeing that there's no more questions, we're going to wrap up the webinar. We'll leave this screen up for a little while, so you can go to emergentmeditation.com, click on Enroll Now, and continue your progress and continue the path that we discussed today. So I want to thank everyone for coming today. And whether you join or not, I really appreciate your taking the time, and I hope you gained a lot from today's program. Bye.